Hey guys, in the last episode we got three endings. We got the alternate freedom ending, or that's what I'm calling it, because I didn't go through the left door, I went through the right door to get to the left door's ending. Then we got the confusion ending, which is by far my favorite ending that I've gotten so far in this game. And then for the last ending we got was the cold feet ending. If you missed the last episode, it's still on the channel if you want to go watch it. So let's get back into it and see what endings we get this time.
Look, Stanley, I think your trust in someone else.
That was a short ending. That was a very short path that I took. But I wonder if it's actually finished or
Someone
not.
was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would
I
surely
wonder if they're
catch them.
trying
It was
to
only a matter of
debate me
time.
again. Everything looks normal. Okay, the new content door is here, so I'm assuming it is a new path.
Stanley came to a set of two open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love.
Okay,
But
those
eager to
lines
get
were
back to
completely
business,
different.
Stanley
That's
took
why I
the
kept
first
quiet,
open
because
door on
I
his
saw there were
left.
new lines. I didn't want to talk over them. But that's so cool that the lines are
Stanley was so
actually
bad at
changing while I'm
following
playing.
directions,
It's like
incredible he
saving the
wasn't 5
previous
years ago.
endings, and it's just adding on to this, onto the next endings. Yeah, so this time I'm gonna go through that door over there. So I'm gonna try and
Look,
jump
Stanley,
onto the
I think perhaps
platform
we've gotten off on the wrong
and
foot here.
not and
I'm
try
not sure
not
I
to
envy
fall
you
to my
really or
death.
not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Just needed
Is
to move
someone
a
you've
little
been
more over
neglecting,
and I
Stanley?
can jump off.
Someone you've forgotten?
Oh my god,
Really?
I almost
I was in the
fell.
middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Okay,
Are you
let me
that
check if I can
convinced
open
that I
this
want
door at the
something
back
bad
and then
to
I'll go
happen
through
to
the
you?
door in the
Why,
front.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
I love all of these voice lines that they put in this game. And then in the museum ending they showed that some of the voice lines weren't all used, which is even more insane to me. That there's so much more voice lines that they had for this game that they didn't even use. Okay, none of
Now
these
listen
doors are
carefully,
opening.
this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go through the blue door. And then if I come back down this route again, then I'll go through the red door. So I'm gonna go through the blue door and then see what happens.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the
Okay.
red door.
The narrator's getting upset.
I still don't think we're communicating properly.
Oh, that's so cool. They hid the
through
blue door
red
behind me. They hid the blue door behind me so I wouldn't go, like I wouldn't see it and wouldn't go through there. But I'm going through the blue door.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see?
This is a new
There's
area.
nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer
There's a pathway
textures.
over there.
Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the
And then
entire
there's another
story
one
I'd
over
written
there.
out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were.
Okay, we got a
before.
third option.
Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay, so we have three options. We can go through the door on the right, which he wants me to go through, or the door on the left, or the door in the middle. If I get back here on another run, then I'll go through the one of the two options I didn't use. So I think I'm gonna go through the third door.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest.
I do love
I'm
more
looking
options.
for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be
Okay, he has a new
candid,
area
I think
compile.
I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay, this is cool. There's a leaderboard now. I wonder if these are actual people and these are actual stats, or it's just like this random generation of things. So 21.3% of players skipped the intro sequence. Only the worst of 3% of players. I didn't get to read that. Okay, I am 9,328. Okay. Yeah, only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door. Okay, I feel like I got called out there, I'm gonna be honest. Narrator loves making me out to be the worst. Okay, I can't go back. I go through the door on the right again and then see what happens. It's the same quiz.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
See, I could go hit the 5, but the leaderboard really didn't make me want to press more doors. So I'm gonna go hit the 1.
Hey,
I feel like
nearly
the
forgot I've
leaderboard
got a
just called me
prototype
out
of a new
instead.
game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some
I wonder
playtesting.
if these
You wouldn't mind
options
taking a look at
actually
it, would
change
you?
the ending.
Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game,
Okay.
the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message
Okay,
of the game
tell
only
me
becomes
this
clear
area
once you've been
is
playing
not
it
a
for about 4
reference
hours.
to that
So
one
why don't
scene
you
in
give
The
it 4 hours
Incredibles.
of play to make sure it's
There's no
effective.
way that
Be
this is
sure
not a
to
reference to that scene
experience.
in The Incredibles where there's a robot in Jack Jack's clothes and it's just walking into the fire and then they blasting it with like different stuff. Do I actually have to press a button for 4 hours?
One eternity later.
Bro, I've been at this for so long. I'm just gonna let the baby hit the fire and then see what happens. I think that's how you actually finish the ending.
You heartless bastard. Do you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't
That baby's
think
not
of a
even
single
burning.
thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out.
I might
I'm
get
done.
demonetized and be
It's
honest.
over. Thank you for
I
playing.
might.
Your input was
I'm
extremely
not even monetized.
valuable.
What am I saying?
Oh, hey, since my game was so
But
awful, why don't we
might
play
get
someone
this
else's
video
game?
might get
Just to
flagged.
ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
YouTube, it's a baby in the
Yes,
game,
this seems like it'll work.
in a
Let's give it
fictional
shot.
game. Oh,
Aha! Fascinating.
this
What do you
this
think
looks
this
so
game
cool.
is about, Stanley? What's our
What
backstory?
is that
What is
game?
our motivation?
What was that game?
Well, it seems obvious
This looks
to
like a
me
game.
that your
Oh, I
mode
used to do
play as
that
a
in
creepy
school.
man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower. Perhaps
Shout
for
out to
some
the
sort
Super
of
S,
twisted, erotic
we all used to do
purpose.
that primary school.
Yes, that must be
Used
it.
to feel so
What a
cool doing
fascinating
it.
venture into the experience of total mental depravity.
There was also
So
a
far,
Batman
I love
one, but I don't know how to
everything
do the
about this
Batman
game,
one.
Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward
Yeah, but
and
this
see what
area
else is
reminds
out
me
there.
of what was that game? Was it the Fire Tower or something? Or Firewatch something? Hey guys, I'm coming to you from editing. So while looking for an image for this reference, I realized that this area is actually modeled after the area in Firewatch. This is a whole new area. Wait, let me go around and check if there's like some secret there behind those gas cans. But this is so cool that there's a whole new area that is generated in the game. I'm getting nostalgia vibes to Inscription. I loved when Inscription changed its art style over and over. It just felt so new. But I will say I hated
No, it
the
can't
wizard
be.
the wizard cards. The wizard cards were the worst. The beast
It
cards were
is.
amazing.
It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it
Oh,
off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
there's a little gap through here. I wonder
I
if I can
think
go through.
this will be just the thing.
Wait, this
Wonderful. See,
this
this
is
is
Rocket
exactly
League.
what I had in mind.
This is the
Just a
Rocket
nice
League
big
arena. It
box for
even
you
says
to
the
run
name
around
there.
in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stan,
This is
if you
so
manage to
sick.
get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Look at it, Rocket League.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball.
These are
Oh,
one of
what
the better
fun.
endings
We
of
shall
the
run the
game.
bases and do a
These endings are
touchdown
so
together.
cool.
Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh wait, I think I just got a speed boost. Yeah, I got a speed boost. I'm going faster now. Okay, so I'm gonna choose the orange side. I'm gonna score it into the blue side. Wow. Oh, and the ball rolls in. Score! And the crowd
Are you
goes
doing it?
wild. Oh my god, I fell.
What are you doing?
Oh, this area looks like the
Don't do
portal
that. I can't
area.
follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Can I go? Can I do something? Anything here? Everything's so dark. Oh. Okay. Okay, this sort of looks like the starter area, but it's now just like a more rustic version of it. There's so many options, so many doors I can go through. Game, don't give me this option or so many options. I want to go through all of them. I'm just gonna check around. Hopefully I can go through all of the... Okay, it looks like some of the areas just like interlock, so there's multiple choices to go through the same area. But none of these doors seem to work. They're also very low textured, so I'm assuming that none of them do open. Like, they don't look interactable. But I'm still gonna check each one, you know, just in case. This game has fooled me before. Okay. Is this like a recording room where they record like singers and stuff? Where they produce like music?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be
The
the leading
narrator
man in
sounds
his own
so
story,
sad.
well, perhaps he's gotten it, down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Okay, so I think this ending might have finished now. But this is one of the cooler ones as well. But I think the confusion one is my favorite one. Yeah, I'm back in my office. Doesn't look like anything's changed.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, we got the new content, so it is a new start. There's only 2 doors, okay.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic, like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little. This made him smile. At last, proof that he was human.
I'm not sure if this is a new line or if this was the first line, the original line.
Back to business, Stanley took the first open door.
I think it was a new
left.
line. Yeah, I'm not gonna take the door on the left.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's
There was the
incredible he
one
wasn't 5
ending that I
years
read
ago.
about in the museum. It
Stanley,
said
I
the
think
telephone
perhaps we've
ending gave
gotten
you
off on the
15
wrong foot
seconds,
here.
and if you
I'm
didn't
not sure
answer the telephone, it would lead you down another
I
path.
realize that investing
But it
your
also
trust in
said
someone else
that
can be difficult,
that
but the
ending
fact
was
is that
removed
the
from the
story has been
game.
about
So I'm not sure if it
nothing
was
but you
actually
all
removed
this
or
time.
if they were
There's
trying to
someone
trick
you've
me.
been neglecting,
They're
Stan.
trying to lead me on,
Someone you've forgotten.
trying to give me hints
Please,
here and there.
stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now,
So
I'm
I'm
asking
gonna
for
try and
me,
get to the telephone ending,
asking for
and then
her.
instead
This
of
is it, Stan.
answering the
Your
telephone like I
chance
did
to
in episode
redeem
1,
yourself,
I'm going to
put
not
your
answer the
work
telephone
aside,
and then see what
to
happens.
let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Okay, here we in the telephone room. So this time I'm not
That's
gonna
all,
answer the
Stan.
telephone.
You
I'm
need
trying
to be
to
the one
get
to
out
do
here.
this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another.
I wonder if
Then
I
pick up the
can
phone.
unplug this plug over here.
As Stanley picked up the
Oh wait,
phone,
it actually came
a
out.
white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope.
Yeah, so I unplugged
Hope
the
for
plug.
A life reunited one. Wait. Oh goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action.
I
How's
love
that
how
even
many
possible?
different pathways
None
they
of
use.
these
The
decisions were
different
supposed to
endings
mean
in this
anything.
game.
I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner?
What?
You're
It's
not
actually
Stanley.
calling me out, the
You're a
player.
real person.
Breaking the fourth wall, I love that.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being
Bro,
a
tell
real
me this
person.
doesn't give you
But
Fallout
if used
nostalgia
incorrectly,
vibes.
can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person
This
named
makes me
Rupert
wanna play
has a
Fallout
choice.
again.
He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having
Excellent.
a back sack and crack.
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay.
Welcome back.
The room is
You may have
changing.
noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
Now there's all
Not
of
to
these
worry.
forklifts
Now
in
that
here.
you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay. This looks like that other area that was in the game. Oh, I'm just going backwards. Okay, I see what's happening. Oh, they put rails here, so you can't drop down. You can't make a different choice. That's so cool. Like he's trying to put you in a mold.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Yeah, they put rails all over the area. So you have to do what quote-unquote Stanley would have done. I wonder if anything's gonna change as I'm trying to get back to my office.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would.
Those
That
doors
means
closed.
choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, he wants me to go through the left, so what happens if I go through the right?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
All of these things are malformed and stuff. That's so cool. What if I go through the right again? Does anything happen? No, it stays the same. Okay. Can I go back? No, I can't. So I'm forced to go through the left now. Okay. Everything looks the same so far here. That door sounded like it opened. Okay, then we got the offer. Oh.
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect?
This is
How can
not
go
The
back
Office,
to
I
that?
remember.
I can't
Hashtag
erase
not
that
my
knowledge.
office.
I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
This is so cool that everything's changed. Oh god. I can't go through any of these doors. Nothing's
Here in
open.
this pile of rubbish. With you.
I'm sorry. I don't mean it. I
Who
did
thought he
mean it.
was so clever?
I
Now
don't
look
mean
where
it.
we
I'm
are.
sorry.
My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That
Look,
thought
Narrator.
hadn't even
If I
occurred to
followed
you, had
Stanley,
it? That
then I
there's a
wouldn't have got
world
to hear
outside of
your
you. You're a
amazing
child.
narrations, okay? That's what I wanted all along.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What if what if I go through the door on the right again?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry
Oh,
back.
he reset me, I think. Oh yeah, he did
Behave
reset
exactly
me.
as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I wonder how many times more I can go through the right before the game breaks completely.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly.
Okay, that was the same line he used. So I think we reached
Behave exactly
the
as
max cap
Stanley would.
of how much
That
times
means
I
choosing
can
responsibly
disobey him.
and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go to the left this time and then see what happens. Okay, and then we got the office.
Yet there was not a single person here.
Was
either.
there always a
Feeling
hole in the
wave
middle
of
of the table?
disbelief, Stanley
This is the
decided
first
to
time
go
I'm
up to his
noticing that
boss's
the
office,
table had like
hoping he
glass in the
might find
middle.
an answer there.
There's a broom closet. Wait. The broom closet actually doesn't open. Wait, and there's no
Coming to a
downstairs.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
So I'm
to
being
his
locked.
boss's
I'm being locked
office.
in the pathway. I'm assuming this door also doesn't open. Yeah, it doesn't. And this door here also doesn't open. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, this is new. The boss's office changed.
Stepping
La-
inside
last time
his
it was
manager's
red as
office,
well.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this until he saw the door with a voice
Can I interact
receiver
with
next to
anything?
it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. Nothing happened. Night Shark 115. Nothing's
Stanley
happening.
spoke the code. Night Shark 115.
No,
He
nothing's
spoke it
happening.
into the
Night Shark
receiver
115.
right there on the wall. I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Night Shark
Didn't mishear me, did you?
115.
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This
That's what
is
I'm
a
trying to
crucial
do.
step.
Night Shark
Okay,
115.
fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you
I
to
just
suddenly
tried and
decide
I
you have
tried
better
to do
things
it.
do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
When
Whoa.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Wait, if that's Stanley, then who am I? Oh yeah, but in this one, in this ending, I'm the player. Okay.
Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to
Is
make a
this
choice.
actually the end?
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is
Wait,
everything all right?
they're actually giving me credit.
Stanley, this is important. The story needs
Is this
you,
like the
needs you to
canon
make a
ending?
decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this?
The poor
Are you
narrator.
there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait.
He sounds so desperate.
Time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing.
Did the game
to
freeze?
do.
Oh, okay, it didn't freeze.
Take as much time as
For a
you
second there, I thought the game froze. I think the confusion ending is my favorite one, and then that is my second favorite ending. I just want to thank everyone for watching, and if you have any thoughts, let me know down below in the comments.